In a world filled with sissies, snowflakes, and spineless morons, we have to provide you with our disclaimer. So here it goes. The following is for entertainment purposes only and is purely the opinion of Fallout Shelter's host, Pat Mitchell and Tino. You should not construe any information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't have a sense of humor, then you're probably in the wrong place. Enjoy.
Hey, what's up, losers? The Prez here again. You know, I just did a poll on myself, and guess what? For the first time ever in any administration, I wound up with 100% approval rating. Yeah, that's right. Numero uno, baby. If I was running Fallout Shelter, I'd be number one as well, with 1 billion listeners by now. About as many that showed up to my inauguration. Guys, I'm telling you, put some hot broads on the show too. Ones with really nice racks. Like my daughter, Ivanka. Let me tell you something. She's so hot that if she wasn't my daughter, I'd do unspeakable things to her. Things that I'm about to make legal as soon as I kick back Kavanaugh a little bit more moolah. Anyway, keep up the show, boys, and maybe someday, just like me, you'll know what it feels like to be the most popular man on the planet. Talk to you later, losers.
Well, fuck, wow, Trump again. Thanks. I guess. Thank you.
You gotta love how he talks about his daughter.
I know, eh?
Remember he said he would date her?
I know.
He wasn't.
I know.
Nut, man.
Like, it's so funny that everything is just the most luxurious, the best thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, we were kind of making fun of him in the room today about, like, Trump steaks and Trump water.
Oh, yeah.
And Trump shirts, but the steaks.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny, man. He had his own brand of steaks. Get out of here.
He's a maniac. An orange maniac.
Oh, totally. Well, welcome everyone to episode 31 of Fallout Shelter with Chick and Tino. Glad you guys are with us. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm pretty fired up.
Look out.
Yeah, well,
It's coming.
You know what pisses me off though, Tino, is the thing is, man, like, I don't even want to fucking flip out anymore. Like, I'm just like, I really don't. Like, I'm just so over all of that that's why, you know, on social media I don't really engage these fools anymore, because they're just like, it's such a jump the shark. Like, Twitter, I'm so over Twitter. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that have just been, you know, kind of pissing me off lately. But before we get into that, how the fuck are you? How's it going?
I am good, my friend. Everything's good. Just, you know, I didn't take a trade today. I just kind of watched, and I didn't see too much going on. I saw a couple plays. I'm still watching a couple stocks. I don't know, man. I'm still checking out Sono. That went way down. I don't know what that thing's doing. I had a longer term plan for that coming into the holiday season. I still have a strategy. I'll see how that plays out. But
is it still holding 12?
No, it's under 12.
Oh,
but
then you know what, man?
After the IPO like that.
It needed to hold that 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little choked too today. Like, I'm not really in the greatest of moods because I had some really good plans coming into today. And, you know, guys, that's the thing. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this for and how disciplined and blah, 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 right? We develop these trade plans for a reason. And then, you know, when we lose focus, because it's easy to lose focus. I mean, I can tell you to always be focused, but that's just horseshit. It just doesn't work that way. You know, on ANY, and I think I know the reason why I kind of lost focus on ANY. I've been trading ANY quite a bit lately. It's a penny stock, and as I'm sure most of the listeners of Fallout Shelter know, I don't trade penny stocks. We trade proper stocks at TrickTrades, but when an opportunity comes up, we attack no matter what it is. And with ANY, I was talking with Tino last night actually, and he asked me what my plan on was that, and I said, well, it'll dip down to 5, and it's okay if it breaks 5, but if it kind of quickly reclaims that 5, grab that fucker long because it's gonna squeeze. And that's exactly what it did. And man, I'm kind of choked I missed that, because I even told Tino I was gonna throw a shitload of shares at it and just ride that squeeze up. And it actually squeezed 3 points.
Yeah.
And now I wouldn't have grabbed it for all 3 points. I would have taken it until probably about the 7 area. So 2 points. So, I mean, we're talking, thousands and thousands of dollars on this trade, and bottom tick to almost top tick, like from entry to exit. See, and it's funny, you'll hear naysayers and haters out there say, oh yeah, man, of course my asshole voice, right? Oh yeah, man, sure, you got the bottom and you sold the top again. It's like, yeah, that's how I trade. So I know how I trade, and I know exactly how I would have traded it, and it came to plan. I just wasn't watching it at the time. I was watching I don't even know what the hell I was watching first thing. Had some nice trades today. Got kind of fucked around a little bit on NVIDIA towards the end of the day today. I got in right at the end of the day, the last, 10, 15 minutes of the day, because it was squeezing up like that. And I fucking went in with a shitload of contracts looking for that end of day sell off. And it just didn't come. It came after hours, and I won't hold these options plays overnight, just because you can't get in or out of them after hours. And you're at the mercy of the trading gods, man. So I'm not really into that. So,
yeah, well, you called it last week. I mean, if you go, people out there listening, go back and check out last week's podcast. You called it last week because it was Thanksgiving week, and you said there's going to be a runner. Thanksgiving week, there always is in Pennyland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, ANY turned out to be that one, I guess.
It didn't go quite up as much as maybe we would have figured, but I did put a target of 9 on it, and it pretty well hit that target today. And it ain't over yet, folks. Like, just because it sold off at the end of the day, like, that's the thing. Like, it's funny that you mentioned that about having a runner for Thanksgiving. I'm going to start talking about a certain guy out there in Twitterland. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but if you're smart, I'm sure you can figure this fucking guy out. He watches every move I make, and he's the one that really likes to talk about people copying him. Well, the reality of this situation is he actually, and I'm not the only one he copies, by the way. Something doesn't add up with this guy, okay? And we're going to get into him a little bit because he is on my list. Something just really doesn't add up with this guy. He's a well-known guy. Everyone knows who he is. He's been around a long time, and something just doesn't really add up with this guy, okay? It's funny because I mentioned the Thanksgiving Day runner now, and I'm not saying that this is my own thought and my own original whatever. It's fairly well known, okay? But the thing is, now, he's never mentioned this before. He's never mentioned the Thanksgiving Day runner, and he even put it in a way that was word for word. I'm telling you, word for word what I said. And this happens a lot with this guy. I'll say something, and then some of his next tweets or his YouTube or Instagram videos, it's word for word. It's eerie how word for word it is. And I'll go over some examples for you guys because he's taken a lot from Fallout Shelter podcast.
Yeah.
He's actually copied Tino before too.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, which was really eerie.
Little,
We'll get
little old
into
me. Yeah.
so I talked about the Thanksgiving Day runner, and sure enough, the fucking next day, and it's always the next day after Fallout Shelter, right? Like he mentions it, but it's something that he's never mentioned before, which I just find odd, right? It's always the next day after Fallout Shelter, or the next day after I put out, let's say, a YouTube video or a tweet or something like that. And I know he watches our shit, right, and listens to our videos and my videos. So there's that, and I find that really, it's just, something just doesn't add up. And Tino and I were talking about this, and he, all of a sudden, he has this strategy that he's talking about, and it has to do with lines. Okay. And I can almost see him hitting me up now. I really don't care. I've kind of had enough of this fucking guy because something just doesn't smell right with him. But he has his lines strategy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's eerily reminiscent of the TrickTrades line in the sand strategy. Okay. Now you may be asking, well, how would he know? It's not like he bought your video or anything like that. Well, here's the thing, guys. At the beginning, we both gave each other access to each other's rooms and each other's services, right? Playing nice and being nice. And, well, his doesn't have any education on it whatsoever. There's no video lesson library or anything like that. So it's like, like, what the fuck? But TrickTrades does. And I know he went through our education. And there are some video lessons on the line in the sand strategy. And it's a very specific strategy that if you know about it, and now all of a sudden he's talking about this line strategy, but it's the language he uses. He's basically regurgitating what I've said about the strategy, but he talks about it in a very newbie-like manner. It's like he gets it, but it's almost like, okay, it's kind of hard to describe. So just bear with me here, guys, okay? And Tino, you'll have to let me know if this is making sense or not making sense or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I want people to understand this and understand where I'm coming from. So we've all watched, let's say, YouTube videos or something along those lines. And when somebody just like, man, they're a newbie trying to regurgitate information. Do you know what I mean, Tino?
100%, man.
Right.
I got to say,
Tino's drinking his fucking iced tea in the background, right?
My throat was dry, man. I had that shit. I didn't know if you heard that. That's funny.
So but to get back to it here, we've all seen. And somebody that's trying to come off like he knows what the fuck he's talking about, but it's like when you listen to it, it's like, yeah, this guy's a fucking newbie trying to sell himself as a professional. Like something just doesn't,
Yeah, and we talked about this before, man. Listen, I've gone over this before, man. I've been a nightclub bartender in Vegas, the hottest clubs you've ever seen. I've met people from all over the world for 20 years. I've got a pretty good bullshit detector.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first turned me on to this guy and I checked him out, man, when you listen to him, like you say, there's just something that just doesn't sound right. It's either he's faking it till he's making it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to sound smarter than he is. I don't know, but
yeah,
like get the weird feeling, man.
Like the thing is, like, is he a paper trader or anything like that? No, I'm definitely not saying that. Because he has had some noteworthy trades in his day, okay? But the thing is, that was like fucking 10 years ago, his claim to fame, or 12 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I think since then, he's lost all of his money. I don't know. It's something so completely off with this guy. But anyways, back to the line in the sand thing. I'm fucking telling you guys, it's eerie that every time I either mention something, and now with this lines, and it's the way he says it, my lines strategy. It's not even a line strategy or a, he doesn't even have like he's not even using the proper terminology. It sounds so fucked.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you've known him a lot longer than I have. Has he ever mentioned that strategy before?
No, never. This I'm telling you, it's never come up before. Nope.
Yeah, that's really odd, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like never once. Never once.
And, it's funny, too, because on one of our first podcasts, we were talking about something, and you told me, you called him out. Well, you called me and said, dude, you got to hear what he just said in one of his YouTube videos. He referenced something that you just said on the podcast, meaning me. We were talking about scammers out there, and I mentioned Bernie Madoff, because that resonated with me. That guy from New York, he just fucking fleeced everybody out of millions and billions of dollars. And he hasn't been in the news in a long time. You don't hear about him much.
No, nobody's talked about Bernie Madoff in a long fucking time.
No. So I mentioned him on the podcast, and within a week, this guy's on YouTube talking about Bernie Madoff?
Well, and it was the context in which he was talking about him. Yeah. So we were talking about why we call people out. Okay.
Right.
And what we were saying was, or what Tino's analogy was, we're not bashing to bash. We're trying to help, okay? Because there are bad people out there. And Bernie Madoff was one of them, where he fleeced his friends, his best friends. And we were talking about, sometimes you don't even see these guys coming.
Right.
And, but that's exactly how this fucking guy put it. He put it in the exact same context.
Yeah.
Now, some of you may be saying right now, well, what does it matter? Well, I'll tell you why it matters. When you are and Tino and I were just talking about this off air, when you're a professional, so I'm going to talk from my own, whatever, from my experiences. Sorry, I drew a blank there. So I'm going to talk from my own experiences. As a professional with a proven strategy, a strategy that I have found success with, and being now I'm talking about a legitimate fucking professional guy, somebody that can actually make money day in, day out in the market and has done it for years now, okay? A legitimate professional, not some Twitter fucking clown shoes wearing motherfucker, but a legitimate professional, okay? Now, you have a strategy. I have a strategy. I have a strategy that I have found works. I will not deviate from my strategy ever. That is my bread and butter. I know it works, and I know how to tweak it in different markets to make it work day in, day out, every day, every fucking day, with very minimal red days. Okay? I will not deviate from that strategy. I will not talk about another strategy. It is always my strategy, Pat Mitchell's strategy. Okay? So if you're a professional, why are you talking about another way of thinking, a way that you have never thought before? It's very bandwagon-ish. Are you picking up what I'm laying down?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Something smells very, very fishy with this guy. And I want to let you guys know about this because I'm getting to a point here. And my point is, just because somebody has a name, a well-known name, and maybe he was well-respected in the trading community, okay? Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't, but let's say he is. Let's say he is or was respected in the day trading community. And then he put himself out there and he's more active. You kind of, like the curtain has been unveiled or revealed, right? The Wizard of Oz basically the Wizard of Oz has been fucking revealed. The curtain's been pulled back. Maybe he shouldn't have, because I never really had a thought that he was fishy, or maybe a little bit because I've heard an old podcast that he was in, and it doesn't sound right. Like,
Yeah.
and the ones that know who I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like something like he would constantly contradicts himself, like constantly. He'll say one thing in one sentence, and then the very next sentence, he'll contradict himself. It's fucked up. So what does that tell you? If someone is legitimate and is exactly who they say they are, they won't contradict themselves from one sentence to another, guys. That's just not how the world and things work. Does that make sense, Tino, or what?
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Like,
yeah.
And what I'm getting at is, just because somebody has a name, he's still a social media, a Twitter star. People outside of Twitter don't know who he is. Okay? And just because he has a name doesn't mean that his information is correct or the best or any of that. You got to be really wary of these fucking people, man, because I'm telling you, my bullshit meter is going off the fucking hook.
Yeah.
With this guy. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah, there's some smoke and mirrors going out there, man, because this is a perfect segue into what you're going to go into next, because I know where you're going with this, and you need to let everybody know, man. I've had enough of it too. You know what I mean?
There's a guy out there that is part of the Kimmy Dykes organization. And he's a struggling trader for the past 2 years, can't find success. And he blew up an account, I don't know, a few months ago, 5 months ago, whenever that big fiasco was. And I reached out to him and I said, look, man, I want you to you got to give up this penny stock bullshit. You got to start trading proper stocks. Okay. I know I can help you. So he kind of ignored me, and it was a whole big deal. At that time, some people were pissed off at me for freaking out on Kimmy Dykes, but dude, I said what I said, and I'll stand beside it. I'll stand behind it. What Kimmy Dykes did to him, I almost kind of understand now, because this fucking guy's a shithead. I mean, he is. He's a total shithead. He's a degenerate fucking gambler at this point. But anyways, he's sworn off penny stocks. He's come and he's started trading at TrickTrades. He trades in our chat room. He uses our education. And what do you know? Within the first couple of weeks, he turns himself around, because I've been doing one-on-one mentoring with him. I've been coaching him. And this fucking guy has had, now his first month with us, he fucked up on one trade, and it would have been a green month, something he's never had in 6 or 8 months. Okay. So his very first month with us, he fucking has a green month. It was a fat finger, and that's why I'm chalking it off to a fat finger, and then he got a little emotional. But that was the last trade of the month. So, yeah, technically it wasn't a green month. But we're going to, for the sake of argument, guys, we're going to call it a green month. We are. We're going to call that first month a green month, because up until that point, he was following everything I said for him to do. And it would have been a green month. His very first fucking month with us. He instantly turned his trading around, like the first fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay. So fast forward now, this is month 2. What do you know? It's a green month again. Because I've been working with him, and he's had access to the TrickTrades education. And this fucking guy can't even say thank you.
Yeah, it just pissed me off, man. Like, there's obviously some shenanigans going on. You know what I mean? Like, he's, I'm not going to go into his financial situation or anything like that. I don't know it. But to me, it's pretty obvious what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as a man, you would just think you would just man up and say thanks and go the right direction and do the right thing. But this guy's just incapable of doing that. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I do know why, but
Well, yeah, he's being compensated by the organization. But I'll tell you what, guys, here's the fucking thing. Life's about picking sides, folks. A man will never play both sides. Never. I hate motherfuckers that play both sides. To me, that's a snake. That's a rat.
Yeah.
You play both sides. Life's about picking sides, guys. Come hell or high water, you pick that side and you stick with it. That's it. So what side are you going to pick? The guy that's kicked you when you were down constantly? A guy that has made you pay him fucking $6,000 a year in, year out? Or a guy that has literally opened his doors and his home to you and has given you what you have dreamt of for years, to become a consistently profitable day trader, something I promised him I would do for him. And I came through and I fucking delivered, man. And you can't even say thank you.
Yeah, he's put everything else out there.
Screenshots of him in the room saying, "Thank God for TrickTrades."
Yeah.
Thank God, hallelujah. If it wasn't for TrickTrades, I would have given up. And you can't even go out and say, like, he won't even engage me on social media. It's like, why is my name such a dirty word? I fucking hate that, man.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't pull any punches? I don't sit there and pretend to fucking, lick bag? I don't like these guys out there. I hate these fucks that are out there, man. They're what's wrong with the industry.
Yeah, he's just been pissing me off too, man. Like, just ungrateful. You know what I mean?
Oh, so ungrateful.
It's too bad. It's a shame. Because could have been a good relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both sides could have benefited. It would have been nice.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, guys, like, don't think for a second that I brought him in to only to mention TrickTrades for him to bring in subscribers.
No, that had nothing to do with it. It had something. It was a personal thing. You said, "I want to turn this guy's trading around."
Yeah, I wanted to prove that Kimmy Dykes' stuff is bullshit. And if you guys remember his very first YouTube videos, that's why he started doing his YouTube. Steven Johnson started doing his YouTube to prove whether this was real or a farce. That's how it started, guys. Well, I would say after over 2 years, what's the conclusion here?
Yeah. But
he's still making the same fucking mistakes he's been making fucking at the beginning.
Yeah.
I've spent more one-on-one time with him than he has with Kimmy Dykes in 2 years. And I do that for all my mentoring members. All you got to do is hit me up Saturday or Sunday morning, early morning, and that's it. I'll throw you a screen share link, man. And we go over and I fucking pick your brain and I tell you how to fix it. And then we start the process on rewiring you. And it happens fast. I'm extremely good at what I do. And he can't even say fucking thank you.
What's weird is he puts everything else out there, but your name. That's it. It's the only thing he won't put out there.
Yeah, he's saying that he's trading higher price stocks and he's learning from someone else. So, okay. So his whole thing is, well, I don't want them to fucking boot me and, I'm getting paid by them and this and that. Well, okay, but you don't need to say TrickTrades, but you can say Pat Mitchell.
Yeah.
You can say my buddy Pat Mitchell is fucking really taking some time with me and, man, he's the real deal. He really turned my trading around, and he can't even do that. You know how much that bothers me, guys? You know how many fucking traders I've turned around? And how many actually say thank you? Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
You guys, like, there's people out there that think Kimmy Dykes has great success stories. No, he doesn't. His numbers suck. His numbers suck.
Yeah, if you look at over the course of 20 years and the percentage of successful traders he's churned out, I mean,
You know, and then yeah, exactly. And then you get these Kimmy Dykes hardcores that say, "Oh yeah, let's see your results." Listen, guys, I've only been around for a little bit better than a year, and I can tell you some of my most successful members have made $100,000 in their fucking first year. And it's fast, man. And here's the thing, they're not even trading with huge size because I tell them not to. If they scaled up, fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
They would have that success story, but I won't allow them. I don't want them to. I don't want them to. It's a slow process. It's about longevity. You know? And you know, the whole Kimmy Dykes organization too, like I saw a tweet here today, fucking Broham out there. He puts out a tweet about OSTK. And he says, like, you know, I've had hundreds of penny stocks dump out on me, but at least we know they're penny stocks. But then you get a real stock, and he puts, in quotes, real stock, OSTK, that dumps out on everyone. And then he goes, at least you know where you stand with a penny stock. And then I saw that, and it's just they're always pushing their fucking agenda onto people that penny stocks are the way to go, and they're not. I'm telling you, they're not. Like, that's their whole business model, is to pump the penny stocks, right? And so I saw that, and I'm like, I'm not holding my tongue here. Fuck that, because that's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. Because nobody in their right mind would ever say OSTK is a real or a proper stock. It's not. It's a piece of shit. It's a $20 piece of shit. Nobody would call OSTK, even when it was at $80 a share. Nobody called OSTK a real stock. Nobody.
Yeah. It's a 5-cent ticker too. I hate it.
Yeah, it's a piece of garbage. I mean, it's a complete piece of shit. You know, so it's like they're just always pushing their agenda onto people, and I fucking can't stand it, man. You know, and here's, you know, with Steven, you know, here's a guy, you show him, you give him the keys to the kingdom. And the thing is, some people you can give the keys to the kingdom, and they won't put that key in the door and unlock it. They won't, right? He did. And he can't even, like, he doesn't even realize what's in front of him. He's still trading proper stocks now, and he's still doing well. But, I mean, the fucking guy can't even say thank you on a public forum.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not, man? If that was me, I'd be kissing the fucking ground a guy walked on. I just gave you something that you've been hoping and dreaming for fucking years. I gave you that on a silver platter, and I made it happen in record time.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Just
man.
like I said I would, man.
Yeah.
Just like I said I would. It's like, why do you think my members are ravenous like they are? Because I am the real fucking deal, man. I'm hands down one of the most legit motherfuckers out there. And man, that's not like a self-proclamation.
No, you just call it like you see it.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just, I don't know. This shit's like, I don't know. This whole, I'm so done with like social media and people. And, you know, this is why, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a very engaged person. Anybody that's been a part of TrickTrades, they know that they can hit me up literally anytime, day or night. And it's the only time I don't get back to them is because of the chat service that we use. Sometimes the little yellow light doesn't pop up that there was a DM, and some people get pissed off. They think I'm ignoring them. It's like, no, it didn't show that there was a DM. It can be kind of buggy like that sometimes. So that's the only time I don't get back to someone.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have access to a guy like that. And I don't know, man. I kind of lost my train of thought there. I don't remember where the fuck I was going with that. But You know, I don't know. I'm just kind of fucking pissed off. I'm just, you know, I mean,
One of those days, buddy.
yeah,
One of those
man.
days. You know, just everything happened at once today. It seems like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly. You know, everyone pushing their fucking agendas, and
yeah,
you know, I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know, TrickTrades, we were the ones that started calling people out. And some of these fucks, especially that first guy that I started talking about, he'll tell you, oh, I was calling people out 20 years ago. Well, okay, you've only been trading for 12, but I guess 20 years ago you've been calling people out for them. But anyways, okay, so you were calling people out, but where were you? Where were you before somebody sent you the link for Fallout Shelter?
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, magically, you see the potential. Well, you can imitate all you want, but you'll never be me. I'm an original motherfucker, man. And that much I can say for a fact. I've had so many people come into the room, and this is going to be a segue into our next little thing. I've had more people than you could imagine come into TrickTrades, and they either start services or YouTube channels or all that shit, but especially the services. Shit the Bed started off in TrickTrades. And when he came to me, he was a struggling trader. I guess I really am the best fucking educator out there, because what do you know? A couple months later, he made $1 million that year. Maybe I should put that on my website.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Oh my God.
And now there's some other new guy, Lucid something. He's going around tagging all my members, trying to get them to join his shitty ass service.
Really?
Yeah, and it's funny because I know he was a member of TrickTrades. I know he was. Yep.
And
now he started, you know, guys, I'm getting real sick of that. Every guy and his dog has a fucking service, and they're all these bullshit penny stock services.
Yeah.
Why do we need any more services? I started and people know that have been to TrickTrades, they know it. It really is different. It is. People that actually take advantage of the service, they know it's different. There's no one that puts in more time than I do. You won't have the educational library that TrickTrades does. Our education, you cannot fucking beat it. There's a reason why this guy's ripped off a fucking strategy of mine, the line in the sand strategy. It's that good, guys. And the thing is, he'll fucking deny it and deny it and deny it. He'll say, "Oh, this guy's fucking crazy. Did you hear this? He's saying that you know, I ripped off." Yeah, but you did though, because I know the timeline.
Yeah.
Right? Like fuck, man. Like he can deny it all he wants, but you know what? The thing is, man, when you know the truth, you know the truth, and there's no denying it. You can't deny it, right? But
yeah.
But anyways, I think what I have a problem with nowadays is there are a lot of new traders, and I hate the word newbie, but I'm gonna start calling them newbies. I really hate the fact that these newbies out there, every guy and his dog wants to educate.
Yeah.
They all have these fucking YouTube channels that are geared towards education. If you want to do trade recaps and stuff like that, that's fine. I understand that. I get that. Trade recaps and watch lists. Perfect. Fill your boots. Any more than that, you need to cut that fucking shit out and leave that up to a professional. You need to leave that up to a guy that is actually an original thinker, has original language and original thoughts and practices for the market. All of these guys out there, guys and girls out there that have these YouTube channels, and it's all like education. Why are you educating? Can you cut that shit? Cut the shit. Cut it out. Why are you educating? The fuck? You need to focus on your own trading process right now. Leave that shit up to the professionals. Because all it is a bunch of regurgitated information from the person you're learning from. Instead of educating, send people to the person that you learned from.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, now don't get me wrong. I have no problems with watch lists and recaps. If you want to start a YouTube channel and fill your boots, man, that's great. That's fine. Document your process. Great. But when you start doing how-to videos and, like, what are you doing? The fuck are you doing? It's like everybody is gearing up to start their own service. I'm so fucking sick of it.
Yeah, it's like you said, where are these people going to be 5 years from now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Where are they going to be 5 years from now? Let's see. Let's see. Because there's only going to be a very small handful left in 5 years. And then fast forward 10 more years after that, there'll probably be one out of that handful that's left.
Right.
I don't know, man. There's just a lot of things that are really bothering me. And that's the thing. Like, I don't even want to go off on rants anymore because now everybody fucking rants.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, before TrickTrades, like some of you that are just discovering me and it's like, oh, who the fuck does this guy think he is? I'm telling you. Before I started doing it, I'm telling you, nobody fucking did it. Nobody said what was on their mind. I'm telling you, they didn't. All my shit's time-stamped, man.
Yeah.
They may have busted balls or trolled people, but it was never to this extent of like, hey, guys, you got to watch out for this guy. This is what he does. And this guy, I mean, man, you got to watch that. Like, something doesn't add up.
Yeah,
There
right.
wasn't any of that, guys. There wasn't. And now every guy and his dog is furu this. Like, God, I hate that word. That shit makes me fucking cringe. It does. It makes me cringe because it's just like, good God, is everyone a furu?
Yeah, right.
Everyone that isn't a part of your fucking pizza party and fucking pat on the back cult, like fucking pizza parties. Fuck off. What is this kindergarten shit that's out there?
Yeah, man. We were just talking about some cool ideas that we're going to be doing. 2019 is going to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like the shit we're doing.
The innovation that we are working on, guys.
Listen,
wow.
Shit you've never seen before.
No, never. And like I said, we're not talking about pizza parties here, guys, for innovation or like some like pat on the back type of MVP type of thing. No. We're talking about real innovation that we've developed that will fucking blow you away. I can't believe people have never done this before, Tino.
Yeah.
To me, that's telling me how little that they put into it.
Everything.
Sorry.
I was going to say, when you showed me that for the first time and I was blown away, I'm like, I can't believe nobody's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it was so obvious to me, the potential.
Yeah.
And how it's going to just, people are going to learn so fast with this system.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Like seriously, I know this sounds like we're just trying to pump something. I fucking swear to you, we're not. It really is that amazing. It is. It is.
So simple.
I'm so excited. Man, wow. Wait till TrickTrades War Chest comes out, guys. Holy shit. You guys will freak out because I'll tell you what, after watching this one or two times, okay, there is no way you will not be able to recognize setups happening in real time.
Yeah.
You won't. You cannot miss it now. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. TrickTrades War Chest is straight up groundbreaking. Revolutionary.
Yep. And it's amazing that nobody's done it. And when people see it come out, they're going to be so fucking pissed that they didn't fucking think of it.
And it will be ripped off instantly.
Oh, yeah.
And not to mention TrickTrades Shotgun.
Yeah.
Which is an innovation in one-on-one mentoring. Wait till that comes out. That will be ripped off immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yep.
We have, and we're always coming up with new and interesting ways for people to learn, because that's what it's about. I don't care what I need to do and how silly something may seem and sound. If it gets through to people, I will do it. Because that, at the end of the day, that is the goal of Trick Trades, is to breed the world's most successful day traders.
Yeah.
That is our mission, and that is it. And that's why I'm telling you, this is the last time you'll ever hear me ever say a bad word about anyone.
Yeah, we don't need to anymore.
No. We've proved our point.
Just let the education speak for itself.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
So lap it up, folks, because shit's about to get real, man.
Yeah.
Trick Trades is only going to be for the most dedicated motherfuckers out there.
And you know what else, man? We got some of the coolest members coming on board that are really going to give back to the community.
Yeah, I got to talk about Joe. You talking about Joe?
Yeah, man. When you told me about that, that's something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
And when you told me that, man, I just was floored. I can't wait.
So we have a new member, Nuke is his name, his handle. His name is Joe. He's a retired disabled vet from the States. And I guess I've met him a couple times before, and I know the one time he came into a free day at Trick Trades, and it was the second time we did it, and there was a fucking troll that just really got under my skin, and that's why I just don't do the whole free shit anymore. That's why I got rid of this free shit before at the beginning, because you get people that just waste your time. And anyways, I was in a really shitty mood, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. And Nuke came in, and he was really turned off from it, and that's fine. I get it. I know why he would have been. That was it was a bad day. It was a bad day. Anyone that would have come in on that day would have been like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was not in a good mood, and it happens. We're all human, right, guys? So, anyways. We got lined up by a mutual friend, Matrix, Johnny Chan, Matrix, his handle is. Now, Matrix has been that's where he learned to trade, was at Trick Trades. And he went to another service. He was kind of a moderator there. And now anyways, Matrix is back. And I'm glad to have him back. Matrix knows that he bugs the shit out of me. He knows he does. But I'll tell you what, and I've always said this, I love the guy. I really do. He just drives me nuts. But he knows I love the guy. He knows I like him. He knows he does. Or I do, right? So anyways, he introduced me to Nuke again, Joe. And we've done some screen share, like FaceTime, and have talked. And I gotta say, I love this guy. Love him. He is a grinder, man. He knows what it is to work and this and that. And he's got some really good ideas with a charity that he's working on for disabled vets, to basically retrain them and introduce them to day trading. And I think it could really work. And I haven't talked to him about this, but I'd like to get behind something like that. But there's lots of time to talk about future endeavors and stuff like that. But it's definitely a cause I could get behind, because it's funny, because Chrissy and I were thinking about starting a charity, and we wanted to do something with veterans or the homeless, or something along those. We want to retrain people is what it is. And then hearing about Nuke, I mean, I would never want to take his idea from him, obviously. So I would just rather support him and see if we can get behind it in some ways. But anyways, Nuke's a really good guy, and I'm really happy he's with us. And, that's the thing, Tino. Like, here's the thing, man. Like, it's funny because as much as I may piss and moan and bitch about social media, I'll tell you what, I have met some solid motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Some of the people that I actually consider my closest friends, I have met through social media channels. And I mean, I never would have met Tino if it wasn't for social media and that, right? If it wasn't for YouTube. And Tino, I really consider a brother. I mean, I don't even think I'd want to do TrickTrades. And I told him this yesterday. Like, I don't even think I'd want to do TrickTrades without him on board. Like, I just wouldn't, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome,
Tino's
man.
really about the only guy that I can really vent to and, you know, like just completely trust 100%. You know, there's never been any, but Tino, I'll tell you what, guys, and I'll tell you what it is. Out of all of the time that I've known everyone I've ever met through TrickTrades or this or that, do you know that Tino is literally, now I'm telling you literally, the only person that has ever, in quotes, got it? He gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
I've been around the block.
You know? I'm telling you, everybody else I have always had issues with, or, you know, like, I shake my head at some of these people daily. Just like, what the fuck? What planet are they from?
Yeah.
But Tino, I've got pissed off at him, but I mean, I get pissed off at everyone. But Tino's the only one that I could never hold a grudge against. I could never be pissed off at more than, because he gets it. He gets it. If I have something that needs to be corrected, I tell him, and that's it. He doesn't write me big, long speeches on Twitter DMs or chat DMs explaining why he did it and how I'm an asshole for even suggesting it and blah, 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 blah,
Well,
blah. I don't want to fucking hear it.
I do go in my closet and suck my thumb and cry with the lights off, you know, so.
But that's okay. As long as I don't hear about it and I don't get bothered by it, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm seriously though, like, all joking aside, you know, Tino's just someone that he's got it. He'll probably be, well, he will be my business partner for, I mean, the rest of the days that we have on this planet.
Well, you know what makes it really powerful is there's a whole reason why our paths crossed. And I mean, I've told my story before, how my parents passed away within a month of each other and through Alzheimer's and cancer. And I moved home with no job, nothing. I just moved home to be with them so they could pass away. And that led me to going online and finding Pat, finding you.
Yeah.
There's a whole reason for everything, guys.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I truly believe that my parents brought you and I together in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why
things
I
happen
consider
for
you
a reason, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I consider you a brother. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's weird how life works out.
Yeah, man.
You know, and now we're doing some amazing things, and that's why I can't wait for 2019. It's going to be amazing. And,
it's going to be huge.
And you know, with Joe, when you were talking about Joe, and he's the next. There's nothing I love more than our military and guys that put their life on the line for everybody else out there, for us to do what we do and live the life we live. You know, and I'm all for charity, guys. Don't get me wrong. You know. And it doesn't bother me that people go out and give charities to like other countries. Hey, that's cool, whatever. But how about taking care of the people that live in our own country and protect our own country? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I hear that.
There's nobody that means more to me really than our veterans and our military.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And for us to be able to give something back, man, it's just going to be amazing. You know?
I think there's so many big things coming, and that's why. I'm sure some people will be disappointed that I'm not going to be, you know, fucking, you know, going off on these rants and shit like that. But I'm telling you guys, that's fine. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. There's a time and a place for everything. And we've had our time, and now it's time to raise the bar. And we're going to,
because it's literally everybody's doing it. And it's so old that, you know, like I said, the guy that we were talking about at the beginning, he single-handedly destroyed Twitter. Like, it is just such a cesspool now that I just like, wow, I want nothing to do with that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't even engage these fuckers anymore. I can't be bothered. I don't care. I really have nothing to prove to anyone, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Now I just want to focus 100% of my energy, and I got a lot of that. I want to focus 100% of my energy on only positive forces, man, because I know what we have in store for TrickTrades members and for all of you people out there that I just don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
No.
I really don't. And it doesn't matter. We're not trying to cater to the skeptical or you're skeptical. I don't care. Go
Yeah.
on. Beat it, nerd. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We are only going to cater to the most, diligent and dedicated people out there that want to become profitable day traders. That's who we're catering to. I'm not trying to, like, when people hit me up from now on looking for, fucking coupon codes and this and that, like, that's just it. I don't think people realize how much of my time gets wasted on that.
Yeah.
And I have very limited time now because I put in a lot of time to my members that, nah, man, from now on, I only will respond to someone that I basically deem worthy of my time. There's a lot of time wasters out there, folks. A lot. Do not spend a single – time is precious. Time is the most valuable resource that we have. And when you waste it on people that are negative and this and that – and, hey, guys, I know that's the pot calling the kettle black right now. I know it is. I know I can be a very negative person. I know I can. But at some point, you just need to have enough of yourself and just get sick of it to make a change. And that's what I'm doing. I want nothing to do with negativity anymore.
Yeah.
I think that Twitter has just become such a disgusting cesspool and a negative space that it sucks because it doesn't have to be that way. So from now on, if you're negative in any way, I have no fucking time for you.
Yeah.
But I will still be ball busting that ponytail motherfucking wearing cocksucker. What's his face? And Kimmy Dykes. Yeah. Have to, because
we'll have our
guys
fun.
are clowns. Yeah, that's having fun.
We'll have our fun.
But for the most part, though, I mean, that really is it. This is we are going to become a force in the day trading educational space. Period.
I just got done reading the book on Steve Jobs' autobiography. Not autobiography, biography. Awesome book. Awesome. I love that guy. But he said, it brings me back to that famous commercial that he came out with in the 90s. When he said, the people that are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do.
Yeah, man.
And you had this idea a long time ago that you want to be the fucking baddest motherfucker out there.
That's right.
And it's happening.
Yep.
Because you were crazy enough to think it,
I don't want this to be some mediocre service. No, this will be a household name. I know I've got the drive to do it. It's just a matter of time. I've never, when it comes to something I'm passionate about, guys, man, you have no idea.
Yeah.
You got no idea the drive that I have.
It's the free thinkers, man. Like Steve Jobs said, man, you're crazy enough to think you can do it. You'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. A lot of people have doubted me. A lot.
Oh,
I remember my original, we'll call him partner, at the beginning of this. I told him on day one what TrickTrades would become. He didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And then he wonders why he's no longer a part of TrickTrades, huh?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And there's other people that are involved with TrickTrades right now that, man, I mean, I hate to say it on an open forum, but they just want the quick, right?
Yeah.
If you want the quick, you're not going to fucking last with me. This is a fucking marathon, man, because this is the long haul. If you just want some fucking payout, I'll give you your fucking payout for now. Sure.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to last long. And I hate to say it on an open forum, but man, I'm telling you, I know what TrickTrades is going to become. I know what it has already become. And it's sky's the limit. And that's not even the limit. There is no limit, right?
Yeah.
It's huge household name, period.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they aim very low. They just want to be better than the next guy. Well, I don't compare myself. There's no competition. There's none. And I quickly realized that nobody in this space is my competition. None. I don't have any. I really don't. And I do truly believe that we are on a level that is all our own. That's it. There's no competition. These guys want to try and compete, and they want to bash and they want to do that. That's fine. That's their prerogative. But
yeah, and we had this. We kind of brushed over this conversation on the phone the other day. This isn't about TrickTrades is going to make you X amount of dollars per week or per month or per year. TrickTrades is going to make you achieve your dreams, whatever those dreams are.
Yeah,
whatever it is. That's what TrickTrades is for.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Is it to spend more time with your kids? You'll be able to do it. You want to go on a vacation? Do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Freedom.
That's what it's about.
Freedom.
That's what it's about.
Yep.
It's not about the money, guys.
No. I'm going to help you achieve your freedom. And that's something you can't even put a price on.
And that's our mission. We were talking about it,
And, and that's the thing. It's like, I have so many ideas that it's not even necessarily just about day trading.
Yeah.
There's other ways I can help you achieve freedom. Because let's be honest, guys, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's be honest. There's for a lot of you, you may not make it as a day trader, but you need out, right? Like, I can give you an out. I can change your mentality. You know, it's not just about day trading, guys.
No,
there's lots of stuff that I can help you with. I'm telling you, it's next level stuff. It's about really is.
Pushing the reset button and changing your life and achieving those dreams that you have.
Yeah.
And you'll do it. You just got to listen.
Yep. Exactly. So, on that note, folks, like I said, I'm telling you, mark my words, you'll never hear another negative word out of my mouth. Never.
Let's place a bet. I want some type of bet on this.
Sure.
I can punch you as hard in the fucking face as I want to, as many times as I want to, if you do it again.
Sure.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's been a long time since I've been punched in the head. I kind of miss
it. Can I shave your beard?
Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to shave your beard, and you're going to shave your pubes, and we're going to glue them to your face.
Sure, we could do that.
How about that?
We'll do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. but Kimmy Dykes and ponytail are off limits. I got to be able to bust their balls.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Oh man, have you seen that ponytails YouTube ad for?
No, which one?
For Black Friday.
No, why?
Oh, dude, it's horrible. He's singing Mr. Roboto.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Roboto, Mr. Rosso.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I saw that this morning. Yep.
Did you throw up in your mouth?
I did. I was literally, it was 4:30 a.m. my time, and I was sitting there with my jaw wide open, shaking my head for 30 seconds. I thought I was going to have a stroke. I'm serious. It's so stupid. Oh my God. So, and that's why I'm saying those two people, they have to be off limits. I have to be able to bust their balls. They do so many stupid fucking things that it's like, man, I have to.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you. Yeah. You get a free pass on those.
But anyone else, I really just don't give a shit. I really don't.
All right, cool.
I don't want anyone to ever think that, I'm talking ill of someone to try and, I don't know, make myself sound better, because
Right.
like I said a few minutes before, guys, a few minutes ago, I don't have any competition. There isn't any. There's
Right.
none. We're on a whole nother level. It's next level shit. So
get ready, members, man. Next year is gonna be awesome.
yep,
Gonna see some
absolutely.
crazy shit.
Yep, it's coming, man. It's coming.
Yeah.
So, on that note, folks, I think we're going to wrap it up. Episode 31, Fall Shelter with Trick and Tino.
In the can.
In the can. Thanks again to President Trump for swinging
Love
by.
that guy. Love that.
Great guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
And thanks, Tino.
You got it, buddy.
All right,
and,
man.
We'll be talking to everybody soon.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Damn it. Don't even come back to that. All right. Go fuck off.
All right, later, man.
Later, brother.
Bye.